The best recession indicator in history. I'm only half joking when I say that title because in all actuality, when you look at the surveys and the statistics out there about this one little object we have in our lives, and quite frankly, it is an addiction, and then you see what's going on with this addiction, I think there's a whole lot of logic and rationale to say, because of this little interaction that's occurring out there, I think the economy is in a recession. And if you've been watching the news recently, you've seen all sorts of, debates and conversations about, well, what is a recession? And people are accusing others of, changing the definition of recession. And there's all sorts of drama going around about, is the USA in a recession? And I say yes, because of this one little simple statistic that exists out there, and then what's going on with the statistic. So what is this statistic? Well, found this infographic, and I'm just going to focus on one, but it has to do with cell phones. And the article is talking about all sorts of data out there that's been done with surveys and all sorts of things. But the one I just want to focus on is right there. 74% of Americans feel uneasy leaving their phone at home. So think about this. Oh no, I lost my phone. In fact, have you ever been there? I know I've been there now. Sometimes I purposely do it and I almost feel freed from it, like, wow, you almost feel like a different person. But 74%, they leave their cell phone at home and they start to feel uneasy. They're not feeling good about it. So in other words, it's pretty safe to say that people love their cell phones. Dare I say people are addicted to those smartphones, cell phones, whatever you want to call it. There is a huge dependency on them. And I mean, to give credit where credit's due, they're pretty cool pieces of technology. So I'm not here to go down any rabbit holes. I'm just showing the statistics where you have 74% of people, they leave it. And then all of a sudden they're starting to feel uneasy. Now think about this. AT&T recently did their public earnings, and I'm not going to go into the deep dive dig because right from the headlines, you can get enough information to kind of connect these two dots. But you can see here that they released their earnings. They were not good, and they said that their cash flow took a hit for the quarter, okay, which leads to the question, why did it take a hit? What was going on? And one of the main reasons was late payments on phone bills. Think about it. You are addicted to something. If you leave it behind, you feel uneasy about it, or at least 3 out of 4 people do. And now all of a sudden, those payments are getting late. That doesn't seem very good. When people have to, that you got to think the smartphone bill probably towards the top of all the bills that you're focused on paying because, well, geez, when you're addicted to something, you need it, and that includes, well, if you want to keep it, you better make those payments. But to see that those payments are now starting to come in later and later, where AT&T is just publicly saying, yeah, we took a hit. Our cash flow is a little rougher than we thought it was because, well, we're getting late payments now. People just aren't paying those bills, which is pretty crazy. Now, I realize that, yes, there's always going to be some people that don't pay, but that's not usually a reason why, AT&T or big phone companies are blaming. Those are there, but when they start to affect the overall cash flow, you know that they're occurring in much bigger waves than normal, which just doesn't seem right. When you consider how important people find their smartphones, yet people are now starting to pay those late, not pay at all. To me, I think that says a whole lot about the state of the economy. And I know that the job market's supposed to be really strong, which brings up the question, well, if it's so strong, then how come people are now apparently struggling to make what would be one of their most high priority items on their list in terms of, okay, I got to pay that bill, but when you see this struggling, I don't know. Is the job market as strong as it is? I don't know. But for me, this one little stat tells me all I need to know. Yes, cell phones in America that people are addicted to, and now people are starting to not pay them or make late payments on them. That tells me everything I know about is the economy in a recession. So yes, I think that it is based on this one statistic alone. What are your thoughts though? Are there any other stats out there that you're seeing that suggest that the economy is in a recession? Maybe you disagree. That's fine too. And let me know your comments down below and I'll read them and I definitely will reply to them. But yes, for me, the cell phone, follow the addictions. And when people are not paying for those addictions, something must be hurting in their pocketbook and hurting in their budget. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.